Hello, you're welcome back. My name is Harrison and I'm still treating quadratic equations graphical method. In my last video, I started this question. I tried to put down the table of values. Then, in this video, I'm going to show you how to plot the graph. So please sit back and watch and learn. Let's start. We are going to plot x values against y values. But before we do that, we have to draw. And then, since I'm drawing on the whiteboard, my answers may not really be accurate. But if you are using your graph paper, you get exactly what is expected. So I'm just going to use this to show you. And after that, you can now practice questions and then maybe come up with the ones you don't understand. So let's go. Let's start. Going back to the question, this is our zero, the origin. We are to use a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit along x-axis. So let's check. This is 2 cm 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Then 2 cm to 5 units along y-axis. So 5, 10, 15, 20, then 25. Okay. Coming back, we have minus 5, minus 10, and so on. So this is negative y, positive y, negative x, positive x. Okay, as usual, we are plotting x against y. So when x is minus 4, y is 22. Remember that this is 20, so where we have 20, assuming it is here, we follow it to where it will meet the line going across 4. Yes, I'm using this because I'm writing on the whiteboard. If you are using your graph, the lines are already there, so there's no need using any dotted points. Unless when you want to answer the questions to show whoever is marking what you really mean. So let's move on. When x is minus 3, y is 13. Minus 3, 13, assuming it's here. Mark another x. X minus 2, y 6. X minus 1, y 1. X0, y minus 2. X0, y minus 2. Take note, y is 0, x is 0 on y-axis, while y is 0 on x-axis. So when x is 1, y is minus 3. Minus 3. Let's take it to be here. So this is 1. When x is 2, y is minus 2. When x is 2, y minus 2. Okay. So we have this. Mark your x. When x is 3, y is 1. And finally, when x is 4, y is 6. So the next thing is to use your broomstick to connect all of them, or French curve, or if you can, by practice, you can use freehand and you still get it right. So let's try connecting all the points. Yes, as I said earlier, my points may not be accurate because I'm using the whiteboard, but if you are using your graph paper, it will be perfect, as I did my own. So now, let's go back and answer the questions. First one, we have to find the roots of the equation x squared minus 2x minus equal to 0. Now, I'm going to answer the questions here, but when you are plotting the graph, you are not supposed to write the answers on the graph. You can put the table, then the answers will be on the plain sheet or your mathematics notebook, but the plotting will be on the graph paper. But for this lesson, I have to use any space here to explain. So let's move on. Question 1, or the first one, that is x squared minus 2x minus 2 equal to 0. And whatever is on the right hand side is referring to the value of y. So remember I said y is 0 on x-axis. So this is equal to 0 at A and B. And that is where the curve cuts the x-axis. So the first place is here. You can put your A here. Second place is this. You can put your B here. So you can say therefore x equal to, when I did my own using my graph, I got x equal to minus 0.7, comma, then you come to B part and check what you have there, and then minus 0.7, comma, 2.7. 2.7. These are the answers I got. Then the second question now. The second question says the values of x for which this is equal to 0. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 4.5 equal to 0. Now, when you're answering, when you're using your graph to find the roots of equation, you must always make whatever equation given to be like the original one. And if you look at this, there's a difference between this and this. So we have to make sure we get exactly this from this. How do we do that? X squared minus 2x is equal to 4.5. So you can now see that the only thing remaining here is minus 2. Whatever you do to the left hand side, you must do it to the right hand side. So from this place now, let us come down. X squared minus 2x minus 2 equal to 4.5 minus 2. And that will give us x squared minus 2x minus 2 equal to 2.5. You will now go to y-axis and check where you have 2.5 and trace it to both sides to get your answer. So, since this is 5, 2.5 should be half of it. So let's take that this is our 2.5. You trace it back. When it touches the curve, you stop and read your answer from x-axis. Go back again, continue. The moment it touches the curve, you stop and read the value. So from my own graph, I said this is equal to 0. Sorry, this is equal to 2.5 at C and D. At C and D. That means the first place you have your C, the second one is D. Then you read your answers from there. That is from here that's following this, and the other one is this. So the answers I have are x equal to minus 1.3, comma, then 3.3. Therefore, x equal to minus 1.3, then, comma, 3.3. That is to the other side. So as I said earlier, if you are using your graph paper, you'll be more accurate. So the other question now, the equation of the line of symmetry. The equation of the line of symmetry is a line that divides the curve into two equal parts. And that line should be x equal to 1. So you draw your line through that. So we have, we draw the line. And that is what we call line of symmetry. You draw it through that particular point. So coming up, in order to put our answers, we now say that that's number 3. The equation of the line of symmetry is x equal to 1. That is the equation of the line of symmetry. Now, the next question said we should find the minimum value of y. Minimum value of y is to come to this tip, the last point of the curve, and trace it back to y-axis to get to write out your answer. So according to what I have from my own graph, minimum value of y is minus 3. So question C, question C, minimum value of y equal to minus 3. You see how I explained? You trace it, then you pick the particular answer. So that is that, and I've come to the end of the question. So in my next video, I'll pick another graphical question and then explain how we'll go about it. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If there's any question, you feel free to put it in the comment section so that I will look at it in my next video. Thank you.